Okay, our next guest started her career as a model. She then went on to present a host of TV programmes in America and the UK. She now fronts Ireland's most popular entertainment programme, Dancing with the Stars. Please welcome Amanda Byram. What about Joan and Paddy?
It's a 10 for me.
That's a...
Double 10s. That's amazing. We're actually looking for some cast members for the new Dancing with the Stars. You up for it? You'd give them a run for their money.
Listen, you brought it up there, cast members for Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
I wasn't going to mention it, but have you anything you want to tell us?
Nobody tells me anything. Right?
Go on.
I swear to God, nobody tells me anything. They keep me in the dark. Oh, maybe they think I've got a big mouth. I've no idea, or that you'd extract it from me. No, I've no idea.
No, because I've heard rumours around RTE. I've heard Marty Morrissey.
I haven't heard that rumour.
Did you see a reaction there? I think maybe.
Marty's great. He'd be a lot of fun.
I've heard Conor McGregor's sister.
I haven't heard that one.
Nathan Carter's brother.
I've not heard any rumours. I've heard that you might be doing it.
Well, that's a rumour that ain't true. That's a rumour that ain't true.
Ladies and gentlemen, scream if you think he'd look good in a pair of spangly pants. Do it for your audience, Ray. Do it for your country.
I actually would love to do it. You know, I would love to do it.
You'd be great. You would be fantastic.
Maybe in season 3. You're really looking forward to season 2 anyway.
Did you hear that? I think we just got an exclusive there. Season 3.
I said maybe in season 3. So you're looking forward to it?
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, we just signed up, myself and Nikki Byrne. And, you know, I think this year we were all a little bit nervous because we had no idea how well the show would do, of course, as you are with any new show. And it just hit such amazing ratings, and it just hit the hearts of the whole country, and we really didn't expect it to do that well. So I think this year for us now it's just going to be, we can relax, we know the story, we know the scene, we know the set, and so now this time it's just going to be, first of all, see who's doing it and then enjoy it.
Yeah. And it's back in January, is it?
It is back at the start of January, yeah.
And the timing is perfect, both the time of the day that it's on a Sunday and the time of the year, because it brightened up all our lives.
It does. I mean, it's the kind of thing you don't have to think about to sit and watch it. You can just sit down, and demographic spreads from any age. We used to do dress rehearsals before the show, as you know, and we had kids in there from, you know, with babies all the way up to teenagers, and then, you know, pensioners. The demographic is so wide, and I think that's why the show does so well, because it hits, you know, a little bit of everyone.
Yeah.
So.
And you always look amazing, as you do tonight.
Oh, bless you. Yeah. Thank you.
And it's difficult to believe, because you're so glamorous and so fashionable, so stylish, that you had a problem with your body image over the years.
Perception is a powerful thing, Ray. Yeah, absolutely. And I've been quite outspoken about it in the last few years. And I think it's really important, because my journey to health was a very long one. It took me 3 decades almost of yo-yo dieting, of trying to be skinny, of you know, over-exercising, under-eating, and never really thinking I was skinny enough, or wanting to be thinner, or wanting to be leaner, or wanting to be all of these things. And it's a vicious circle. And when I spoke about it a few years ago, I blogged about it online, my journey to health, and the response was so unbelievably overwhelming, from teenagers to women in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and even into their 60s, saying that either they'd been through it or they were going through it. And I think as a society, it's something that we really need to be mindful of, because social media doesn't help at all. And I think that women, we're under a lot of pressure to be the best of everything, to be, you know, the best mothers, the best wives, the best sisters, the best career women, and there's just so much pressure on us all the time to do everything.
I read a quote, I don't know if it was from your blog or maybe an interview. You said, if you were hungry, you were happy. There
were times when I thought, you know, I was quite hungry, and I thought, well, this must mean I'm going to be skinny. And that's the mindset that is unfortunately at the forefront of so many young women's minds. I've been, you know, it's almost like an alcoholic. I've been sober for a few years now. I'm in a place where I'm very healthy and happy in my mind, my body, and my soul, because I do believe the 3 are interconnected. You can't have one without the other. But the statistics are shocking. There are 25% of 14-year-olds depressed from body image issues. There are 90% of young men and women between 15 and 17 who want to change at least one part of their body or their physique. And 25% of women think about their looks every 60 seconds.
I suppose people saw you were a model, you were successful, and they thought, well, everything was okay. You know, you were a happy camper.
That's what I'm saying. Perception is a powerful
Where did the
thing.
pressure come from?
I think it came from within. For me, it started when I was quite young. If I could put two and two together, it would be one of my friends said something about a pair of cycling shorts that were cutting into my leg, and I remember it just really, really driving home to me. And from then I thought, well, you know, I'm gonna be skinny then, and maybe that was it, maybe not, I don't know, but it just perpetuated and it became a vicious cycle. And then I just remember always being so conscious of how I looked. Always happy, but then for me the turning point came when I knew I was approaching 40 and I was in my late 30s, and I thought, I'm exhausted. I'm tired of low carb, of low fat, of no this, of no that.
Did you do every sort of diet?
I have done every diet under the sun. I did Atkins protein phase for 3 years.
Smelly.
3 years of very. And you know what it was? It was lack of education. I was not educated about food. That's why I started studying nutrition. It's why I started, I got my PT certificate level 3. So I wanted to understand the body. I wanted to understand how it worked. I wanted to understand food, what it is, why we eat it, when we eat it. And I think that's really important, to educate young men and women about food and about exercise and the correct way to do it. You know, I said I did protein for 3 years, and you know, then I learned in my nutrition course that actually carbs are the primary source of energy to actually function. I don't know how I survived.
But everybody should have a basic knowledge about food.
Absolutely. Yeah. It really is key, and it should be taught in schools. I'm sure it is now.
You were saying that you got a huge reaction to your blog.
Yeah.
Any standout reactions?
Yes, I've had a couple of girls who are actually suffering with very bad beyond body image issues. They were suffering from anorexia. Now, obviously, I'm not in a position where I can help them professionally. So I spoke to them. They reached out on social media. Then we started emailing. Then we chatted and we phone called. And I just explained my journey to them and how they always just wanted to know, how did you become strong? Because it's about being strong, not skinny, and it's about being healthy. And they said, I just want to be kick butt like you, and I just want to get to that point. How do I do it? So it was just a matter of talking to them, talking them through it, talking them through, as I say, my journey. And one girl in particular, she's now a PT.
Right.
And she
personal
turned
trainer.
it, personal trainer,
right.
sorry, yeah, and she turned it all around, and she calls me now and says that my words just ring through her, and I used to quote the Baz Luhrmann Sunscreen poem to her, or song, and she said she framed it and put it in her hallway, and when she was well enough to move out of her parents and back into her apartment again, she called me and said thank you. So it's really nice.
So this is part of what you do now, as well as the presenting?
It is, yeah. Well, it's a part of my life. Presenting is my job and my passion, but this is just a part of my life. And I always say the word diet it should be banned from people's vocabulary, because it's not about a diet, it's about a lifestyle. And it's about being healthy, and it's about being happy in both body and mind. And it took me, you know, 3 decades almost to get to that point. And that's where Body by Byram was born, actually, the brand.
Body by Byram.
Yes.
Right. and now you have your own range of...
I do.
Is it lycra wear, leisure wear? Lycra, leisure wear?
When you say lycra, I could just imagine you in lycra. I don't know why. It is just, yeah. I don't think anybody says lycra anymore, do they?
Do they not? What do they say?
They said it in the 70s.
All right.
Well, it's...
Excuse me. Excuse me, and let me go back to the 70s.
I will see you in lycra one day, season 3. Activewear, yeah. So it's leisure wear, activewear, yeah. And I live in my activewear. I have done for many years, because I love to be fit and healthy and outdoorsy, and I always feel like it's an extension of me. So I want to always be ready to do something active at any time. And I always thought, you know what, it'd be great to design a range of activewear that is affordable, and it looks good, so it's fashion and function, because half the time I don't work out in it. I just sit and watch telly in it, or go to the movies, or go to lunch. And after 2 years of creating it from scratch, a long 2 years, it's here. It's finally
Brilliant.
here, and it's going on sale next weekend.
When you say here, where's here?
In Ireland and in the UK, but it's going to be on sale from next weekend at Pamela Scott Nationwide and Arnott's in Dublin. Yeah.
Great.
So very exciting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And I think I speak for everybody. We're looking forward to seeing you back on the telly in January with Nikki Byrne and all the participants, whoever they might be.
Whoever they might be.
Yes, whoever they might be. Amanda Byram, thanks a million for coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Lovely. Thank you.